It's a great day here on the Chandria Show, and I'm excited to have David Patterson as my guest. Hi, David.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I would love to talk to you about a winning start in entrepreneurship, and you are the perfect person to talk to.
I'm excited to have the conversation.
You have your own business called the Patterson Group. Can you
Yes.
tell me about yourself and more about the business?
My business is essentially consulting. I'm a business strategist and financial strategist. Been in financial service for a little over 15 years. Essentially, when I work with individuals, I'm helping them with wealth creation strategies, whether it be in insurance, investments, real estate. May help with some strategic tax planning and things like that.
Okay.
And then also over the years, I've kind of expanded into business consulting and working with small businesses and mid-sized businesses, helping them with their expansion efforts and kind of creating, increasing their profitability. And so the Patterson Group is kind of an overarching company that kind of houses all those services.
And what advice do you have for someone who has no business experience whatsoever? Do you feel like there are any books? They can obviously contact you.
Sure.
For consultancy, but are there any books, or where do you start if you have no business acumen whatsoever?
You know, when I was in college, I read a book by the name of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Are you familiar with the book?
Yes.
And so I fell in love with that book. I read it, pretty quickly, bought it for all my friends and family for Christmas, read the subsequent books. And one of the things I pulled out of that book was if somebody wants to be successful as an entrepreneur, they need to learn how to communicate and they need to learn how to sell. And so at the time I'm naturally an introvert. At the time I was very shy and quiet and kind of afraid to talk to people. And so I made a decision to get into sales to be able to learn those strategies and learn those skills so I can be a successful business person. So I would definitely suggest that for anybody who wants to be a successful entrepreneur is to do something that's going to help increase their communication skills. Okay. I would encourage people to get into sales at least for a year or two to learn how to take rejection, learn how to present their ideas, learn how to be persistent, learn how to be aggressive and go after what they want. And, learn how to communicate, build rapport with different types of people. But in addition to that, you can never go wrong with education, whether it be books, seminars, tapes, things like that. But outside of that, the best way that you're going to learn is through action. So you can either work for somebody who's going to give you some good training, intern for somebody who's going to give you some good mentorship, or just kind of go out there and try. Just trial and error.
Fail hard, learn hard.
Yeah, hopefully you learn from those mistakes, though, and hopefully you have some people to help.
Sometimes you fail up.
No, most times we fail up. Most times we don't know the pathway to success, and so it's through just taking action and making mistakes and letting these steps forward kind of lead them to success. Honestly, that's the way I've gotten into politics. That's the way I won my election. I knew nothing about politics, nothing about campaigning. I had no background in it at all. I just said I want to get into politics. I made a decision, started talking about it. People started introducing me to other people. I started getting involved in the community, and 11 months later, I was elected.
Wow, that's amazing.